gotta change my gloves for this. It's a brand new box. I'm not. Let me see if I can hold it. Nope. Thanks, Eddie. That's no wonder why they call it a big box. That RB20 trans was nothing.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a look at some stuff that we got done. This project's been moving at a weird pace. It's like slow, but it's also fast because we can't always grab Eddie to film everything, and there's a lot of stuff getting done on this car right now. So, Jesus already put the trans in. He's got this is the new trans that we put in because we found out that this car had an RB20 trans on it. So basically, someone put an RB20 trans in this car.
Yep.
And they did it because they manual swapped the car.
Yes.
And this is actually not an uncommon thing, it seems like, for Skylines.
No, unfortunately.
Because they fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
all RB transes, they could go on to each other with whichever, like if it's a RB20, RB25, DE, anything, the RB20, or the RB20 trans, the R33 trans for the RB25, which is also just a push type, and a pull type, they all go on each other. You just have to convert all the forks and stuff.
Yeah, and when he's talking about pull and push type, it's a different style clutch. If you guys don't know, which some people probably don't know, there is a pull type style clutch setup where instead of a throttle bearing pushing the pressure plate, it's actually pulling it, and everything's kind of reversed. There has to be a different pivot point inside the bell housing. The original design of that is for more pressure,
yes,
more clamping force. They put that on some Subarus. They put that on I believe the RB26
Evos and the FD RX-7 also.
Do you know if the RB26, if you could put an RB20 trans on an RB26, does that work?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so it's basically the block is what's really dictating what's going to fit on there, because it's just the bell housing needs to bolt up to it. But the RB26 transmissions are like get-track transmissions, right? Like they're way better. Yeah. But this transmission, we got this brand new. I would love to throw it on the website, but I don't think I would like to ship this thing, so you probably won't. But yeah, you can get these transmissions brand new. And this is the pull type. Pull type. So had to do some conversions and stuff. And then what Jesus is doing right now is he's taking off the cross member that we found in the back. This is kind of, I guess, some good knowledge to know because we didn't know this beforehand. But this is what this is actually an automatic 240SX transmission cross member. And this is the exact same part number for the correct cross member for this car. So if you guys can't find a new one because they don't make them anymore, you can you can use an old automatic 240SX one. And then Malcolm looked at the part number. He said it's the exact same part. I mean, it looks right. Everything's bolted up right. So we're just taking this off because we want to get it powder coated. Everything on this car is basically getting powder coated. So anything that's getting taken off, putting back on is either new or it's powder coated. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We're about to go to clientele coatings. We're picking up all the parts that we just got powder coated for the suspension, and then we'll be back here. Jesus is going to start throwing stuff in, and hopefully we'll be able to get the coilovers in and show you some details on those as well. Just got back from clientele coatings. Got some powder coated stuff in here. Guess I could open some stuff up and just give you guys a look. But I think what we'll do is we'll probably just like unwrap everything and we'll put it right by the car so you guys can see. It's primered and it's powder coated. So the reason we do that on situations like this is because if you get rock chips or anything on the suspension components and the powder chips, it's gonna rust. Because it's what they do when they powder coat is they basically just sandblast this and then coat it and heat it up. So now we have 2 layers of protection. We have the powder coat itself and we have a primer underneath. So that's what we like to do to any car that comes in here and gets any suspension stuff done. Because this stuff is most likely gonna get abused pretty bad. It's on the bottom of the car, it's getting hit with rocks and everything else. So we'll unwrap all this, we'll throw it over here and then we'll take a look at the condition of it.
Is the washer was so the race was so thick I couldn't tell.
Do we have a moving mat? I have to get a moving mat.
So we also even coated the rear. I know S14 owners might know what this is too. Don't they have these in S14s too or something? Yeah. It's just like a chassis brace that goes near the rear subframe. I think it goes right here.
Yep, but normally by the exhaust runs right down here.
Yeah, so we just coated this too. Anything that was coming off that we could coat, we took off. We also took off 2 heat shields for the exhaust. He's trying to coat those to make them look OEM. They're usually like galvanized steel or something, but he's gonna try to coat them a silver color and make it look factory. We would have like maybe zinc plated it or something, but it's just too much work. It's too big to fit in to zinc it. And it's kind of ridiculous if that was zinc plated. So yeah, so he's gonna coat those. We gotta get those later. We gotta get the cross member later, and the brakes for this car are being powder coated as well. So that's gonna be later on in the video, but pretty good start, I guess. Now we can get the subframe in and go from there. We also got obviously front upper arms, rear lower control arms these look basically brand new now. So powder coat does amazing things. And Jesus said before, I mean, you can sandblast stuff and then paint it, which will work, but it won't. Yeah, powder coat's gonna be longer. It's just a bit stronger, and especially if you primer it before you do that, it's even better. What's up, guys? Don't forget, we are giving away a Thrash Racing seat of your choosing. Anything from the Pro Spec Sigma to the Gamma to the Beta. We got all the seats here. We got a lot in stock, and if we don't have it in stock, you can special order it and it'll come on the next container. Every $5 spent is 1 entry, and Faction Motorsports branded parts and merch are double entries. So make sure you get those orders in on the website for a chance to win a Thrash Racing seat.